From a young age, I've witnessed the subjectivity of communication. I grew up in South Jersey, but my mom has a Southern accent. I remember when we went out, people would either gush over how friendly my mom was or treat her like she was stupid. I couldn't understand why people saw her as stupid, and I remember her telling me that it was because of her accent. People heard her speak and assumed she was uneducated. I remember how angry I felt. I couldn't understand why they would assume something without knowing her. As I got older, I fell in love with traveling and learning about culture. The more I traveled, the more I began to notice just how different and similar various cultures were. I noticed how people would attribute values to other cultures, labeling them as rude or evasive. There were times I even found myself thinking this way. I began to question what makes a culture good or bad, or one better than another. Over time, I realized that it was not that one culture had better manners than another, but instead that our perceptions of other cultures were based on subjectively comparing them to values based within our own culture. Once I entered the business world, I realized that these same issues went past the broad scope of culture and occurred within organizations as well. If management and employees could learn to understand each other's perspectives, then it would be easier to open dialogue about expectations and concerns. When I have attempted to encourage positive change and bridge that gap, I have been met with a frustrating amount of resistance. But this has only strengthened my resolve. Throughout my life, I have learned that words have immense power, perception and nuance matters, and that everyone is approaching communication from a different perspective. It is with these lessons and my continuing education that I hope to make a difference in interpersonal and organizational communication.